guys, welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel again. Welcome back to the channel. It's always nice to see you guys again and be here to discuss football. Like I said, welcome back to the Football Minutes, hosted by Nate Zion and Steven, and brought to you by Blueclouds Media. This is a show where we talk about all things football, from the biggest match to the latest news and transfer rumors. So yes, just like a Chelsea cruise into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup with a comfortable 2-0 win over Blackburn Rovers at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday. But what about the other teams? Yes, what about the other teams in the quarterfinals? So join us for the live stream of the Carabao Cup quarterfinals draw and the analysis from the expert as usual. We'll also discuss the latest news and rumors surrounding Chelsea FC, including the ongoing investigation into the club's transfer of Willian and Eto'o. You guys remember Eto'o, a Cameroonian international. And also, we will be discussing other teams as well. As usual, like I said, don't go anywhere. Grab yourself something to drink, and I'll take you guys through the next half an hour with the transfer and the review of the game that took place yesterday between Chelsea and Blackburn Rovers in the Carabao Cup competition as Chelsea cruise comfortably, and we will get into the nitty-gritty of the game. So do not go anywhere, stay tuned, and then we'll be right back in a second. Welcome back again, beautiful people. Chelsea cruise past Blackburn in the Carabao Cup. Raheem Sterling double Chelsea lead over Blackburn, and we saw the return of Banuel Badishia, who also was on the score sheet. And I was very, very happy for Banuel Badishia being on the score sheet. You know, he's been missing away, and he's been missing a lot of games due to injury, and hasn't even get a chance to play for the French national team. And I know he is a very, very good player. But with time, he has the height, he has the pace, he can run, and then his recovery is also not bad. But then I wasn't that satisfied in the game that we played against Blackburn Rovers. It was Chelsea playing a championship team. And the same issue that has been surrounded with the club since the beginning of the season is still there. It is all has to do with the final third, the decision making up front. The final execution is still not there. Jackson still the same thing. Raheem still the same problem again, and it was boring. It was boring for a period of time until the goal came. Banuel Badishia, got on the score sheet to get that feelings coming, because I was getting sleepy because I felt like this is a game that I've seen already. I'm watching the same game. It's like a repetitive, the continuation of another game that I've seen in the past. But yes, it was a nice game though. It gives what this game gives the guy is the confidence, be able to reset themselves, be able to come back again and start winning as the big game is closer on Monday. Chelsea will be playing. Tottenham Hotspur will be going to White Hart Lane, and I've seen two different style of play between. Would I say style of play? I'll say different momentum or intensity that Chelsea deploy into certain games. Every game is different. Chelsea plays big games. When I say big games, like big teams in the Premier League, they end up playing much better, which you could tell that at this game Chelsea can win it. But then when we play the lesser team, it's like the lesser teams sit down very deep, counter-attacking team against playing counter-attacking teams against Chelsea. We're easily to concede goals. But how good have we been? How good have Chelsea been when they're surging forward in the counter-attacking role? Is something that we have to look into. But before I continue with the stream, let me acknowledge my friends that are happy. I only have Gula Mustafa. I'm not expecting Phantom today because Phantom is at Taiwan right now, which he's having issues with connection. So Phantom, I hope you're doing very well, Phantom. I miss my Phantom. My Gulam said, big up me, big up to you too, Gulam. I hope you're doing very well. Badashir played well. Absolutely. A long time away from injury. He came out and he played very, very well. Chelsea kept leaking opportunities from counter attacks. Blackburn almost got the goals if they had the clinical finish on, which I do agree with you 100%. Blackburn would have got some goals back in, but they don't have that quality up front. Metaface, big up to Metaface. Guys, I have been streaming. It looks like a UK time, 4 o'clock. I've been streaming UK time, 4 o'clock. I was told that you guys' time has been moved either further or behind. One of them. Either it's been moved ahead or behind. So, when I change the stream time, the stream time changes to 4 o'clock UK time, but it's supposed to be 5 p.m. UK time. But I want to keep it the same time because our time, my time will also going to be changing either forward or back. One of them. I can't even keep track of when the time goes front and when it goes back anymore. So either it goes back or front, it will move one way or the other. So big up to you, Metaface Doom. He said the performance wasn't good at all, which I do agree with you. It got to a point I told you it was getting boring. It was getting boring. But let's look at the formation that Chelsea played and the players that were ready to play that game, and then there's the substitutions, the players that made it on the bench. And I'm not so sure if you guys can see the numbers very well. If you can see the numbers very well, please give me a thumb up. If not, I can change the stream share and then share a different window or a different form so you guys can see the screen very well. But yeah, this is what we have on the stream yesterday at 4-3-3. I've watched different diagram. They're all giving me 4-3-3 information, which Cucurella was on top of his game. Again, Cucurella was spot on. Sanchez didn't do that bad. He has some good crucial saves. Badishia on top, he got a goal. So yes, 8.2, he really deserves it. Disasi wasn't bad, but there was one pass that went behind Disasi, which Blackburn Rovers found himself one-on-one with Sanchez. If that guy who found himself in that position has been that good or has that good quality, he would have get Blackburn back in the game, or maybe a 1-1 before we can go ahead and score another one. So yes, we have to be very careful with the Disasi. Disasi need to up his game because you can't be giving those chances away to a championship team. And also Reece James. Let me know what you guys saw for Reece James' performance yesterday. I think he was okay. He wasn't that bad until Gusta came in. And Gusta came in, I saw something different. I saw pace and recovery from Gusta, but I saw the distribution and then the confidence also from the captain, which is Reece James. They're two different players, though. Two different players. We have to look into that. Gulam Mustafa said, One thing I noticed: Chelsea struggle to shoot. I've said that many times. I agree with you 100%, Gulam. I agree with you, Mustafa. I agree with you 100%. The shooting is not there. It's like they're trying to work the ball and pass it into the goalpost. But sometimes, if you have a very, very disciplined team like West Ham, like Aston Villa, who are very disciplined in their defense and they don't create any room for you, you have to take chances. Caicedo has to take chances. He didn't start the game yesterday, but Caicedo, Gallagher, Enzo Fernandez, Uguchuku, Leslie Uguchuku, these players have to take chances when they get into the 18 or in front of the 18. Too much of the holding up to the ball really slow the games down. Raheem Sterling, very, very annoying. He slows the game down a lot yesterday. Guys, today I'll send the link in on time about I have 5 more minutes time. I'll send the link in. So anyone that is there who wants to join and have a say in how they saw the game yesterday, you can join me up here. And then we'll just 30 minutes of stream. Now I'll be up for it. So yeah, I agree with you, Mustafa. Chelsea struggled to shoot the ball outside the box. Reece, Enzo, both were struggling outside the box, which I agree with you. There was one chance that Reece James had it. He went with his side of his foot. I think that if Reece James have gone with with the side of his foot that way, the ball would have gone that way, curl into the right side of the goalkeeper. But he just went like that, and I don't think that was the right tactics of kicking that ball. But who knows? Sometimes thinking a lot in front of goalposts is a big problem for these players. Okay. Gulam again said I can't see the numbers clearly. Okay, then I'll have to change it. Thank you very much for letting me know. I have to change the option and find a different one. Maybe that one can help. I don't know if the same thing. So maybe this. I'll probably have to use this for now. Maybe this one will be better. Let me know if this is okay. Then we can work with this. Okay. Okay, Gulam said Sanchez still had poor communication with his backline at times. Sanchez still need to develop. He needs to learn more. But there are rumors going out surrounding that there are other goalkeepers that will be coming in. There are other goalkeepers Chelsea will be looking out for, which I have seen a lot of rumors out there. So yeah, that's something that we'll be talking about in the next live stream. We'll be talking about transfer rumors and players that will be making their way to Stamford Bridge in the January transfer window. But the big thing is the summer is when you could tell that moves are more confident to happen. Gulam said, not gonna lie, I see Chelsea was able to get Sterling goal. Sterling goal was Palmer going all over the pitch for Chelsea. It was supposed to be a Palmer goal. But Ryan Sterling got himself in front of Palmer and took that chance. But I was very happy he did not squander that chance. He scored. So that's a good thing to him. But if he has wasted that chance, I would be very, very upset. I would be very, very upset with Ryan Sterling. But to all be the glory, he did got to go. Yes, brother Nia. Okay, thank you very much, Gulam. Thank you very much. I'm glad I was able to fix it. So Sanchez, Cucurella, Badishir, Disasi, James, Fernandez, Gallagher, Uguchuku. That we have Sterling on the left hand side. Jackson, another poor performance again from Jackson. Palmer. I don't know what you guys think. I think that it's time for Mauricio Pochettino to give Nicholas Jackson some time on the bench. He needs to give Jackson some time on the bench. Let him get some confidence because I think there's too much pressure on him. He's trying so hard. He dropped deep. He always drive with the ball, but then the execution is not there. It looks a little bit more too raw to me. And I feel like if we can bench him, but if we bench him, the problem is who is there to start? You get what I'm saying? There's no one there to start the game. So if you bench Jackson, David Washington is not ready. He's not ready. No, he's not ready. Amanda Broja is injured. Nkuku is also injured. So who is there to take that role? There's no one there. We're looking in the January transfer window. if Chelsea can bring in maybe like Ivan Toney or Victor Osimhen. Osimhen, I don't think that can happen. If they want to do the deal for Osimhen, maybe probably in the summer transfer window is when Osimhen deal can go through. That's how I feel. All right, so guys, so I'm gonna drop the link there right away. I don't want to spend so much time. I don't want to waste time over here. I'll send a link there for you guys. All right, so invite link is right there. If you're free, if you have some time, Metaface, whoever is watching, if you have time on your side, you can join us and let me know your opinion. Let me know your honest opinion because your opinions are always accepted on the platform. Enzo was impressive too. He created chances as well. I saw his hit map as well. Enzo's hit map are always going to deceive you. If you sometimes look at statistics, they will deceive you because Enzo doesn't score goals. He scored goals at Benfica, but since he moved to Chelsea, his shoot ratio has been very down. His attempts on goals have also been very, very down, which I think he can work on it. He can work. He has a lot of time to improve. He's got so many years to improve at Chelsea. You get what I'm saying? So we'll be looking at the draw also. Carabao Cup draw. Carabao Cup draw will be like Chelsea will be facing Newcastle United as Everton will be facing Fulham. Then also Port Vale versus Middlesbrough, which those are good standard. Championship standard. Liverpool and then West Ham will be a very very cagey encounter, very difficult game. Fulham Everton is a mid-table game. Chelsea Newcastle top game. So I think probably Chelsea will be meeting either Middlesbrough or Port Vale or maybe Aston Villa, Fulham. So one of these things, and I believe Chelsea will go through. I saw Chelsea played Newcastle during preseason. I think it was a draw, 2-2 draw. And Newcastle they're a difficult team to beat, though. They are a very, very difficult team to beat. And the thing I like about Newcastle is, look, Eddie Howe is being respected by the players. They understand his philosophy. They understand his style. Lots of these players on the bench. We saw Livermento, ex-Chelsea player. We saw Lewis Hall, who had a goal yesterday. What an outstanding player he is. What he outstanding player he was for Chelsea before he moved on loan. And I understand why he moved. He's a left back, but sometimes he plays in the midfield. Tuchel plays Lewis Hall as a midfield in the midfield role, more or less. But we all know he's a really, really true and true Newcastle fan. His parents are all Newcastle players, but then he had in the Chelsea academy. That's where he grew up from. But if Chelsea really want to bring this guy back, I don't really know. Is Cucurella going to move in the January transfer window? Which I doubt it. But if that is going to happen, then there's possibility that we might have Matson. Matson is also there. Matson is also there waiting for his chance to bounce to happen before he can be playing the left back row. Mauricio Pochettino used Matson in the right back row, which he doesn't like it. In the midfield, in the left attacking row. I think in the wing, I think the wing position, which he doesn't really like it. But I think if Matson start playing as a left back row, it will be much better for him because that is the role that he played during last season when he was with I think is it Benley or Bournemouth or Benley, one of them, either Benley or Bournemouth with a Vincent Company. That's the position where he really thrived. He played very well. So I think that he's fighting very hard for that left back position. Cucurella is there. Ben Chilwell is also there. Ben Chilwell is always injured. Cucurella is the guy we have now that filled into that role. We had Liverpool also play in that role a couple times, but I don't think he really likes that role. He likes to play in the left center back role. So there's something that we'll be looking at in the future as time goes on. So what did I do here? camera is back. Okay. I'm trying to get my other screen working, but yeah. All right, I have Gula with me, help me out here. Gula is here with me. I want to love you. Thank you very much for joining us on the stream today. Gula on the stream said Enzo was impressive too. Okay, I think I've read that one. Welcome back to Football Minutes, Gula Mustafa on Blueclouds Media.
Hey, Nee, hello everyone.
Yes,
Hope everyone is doing well.
yes, everyone is doing well. Those that will watch the stream later on, everyone is doing wonderful well. It's nice to hear your voice again on the channel. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing as well as
Yes,
after the match Chelsea won.
absolutely. Chelsea won the game, but I think the performance was not impressive. A lot of Chelsea fans are not really happy with that performance. But what do you think Chelsea should have done better?
Well, the thing is, Chelsea has this problem. I'm not gonna lie, they have the problem when there is a small team and they do the low block thing. So what this happens is Pochettino has to move his players above at the front.
Mhm.
So when there's a low block, so you can't do many passes. You don't have much of an option other than attack. So Chelsea has to do that. And when they do that, they open the chances of getting counter attack from these teams. Like we have seen in the past 2-3 games, it has happened against this game against Blackburn and the other Premier League game against Bees as well. And there was another game. It so the 2-3 of times Chelsea conceded the goals based on counter, and the problem is Chelsea need to find a way to stop this because this is becoming like a disease for them over the time.
Would you say, or you could argue that the presence of a natural number nine that Chelsea are lacking could play the major role of why they play the way they play. Because what I've seen numerous times is Ryan Sterling is a guy who does that creativity. He scores most of our goals, but he also takes too much time on the ball, and sometimes when he hit the ball, it doesn't go on target. Do you think that striking because Chelsea are not having a striker, that is why they're playing the way they're playing?
Yeah, that could be an issue. Yes, I'm not. I'm gonna agree with you on this because if I know Raheem Sterling, I've seen how he plays at City. I've seen him play. He is having the same issues he had in the City, where he was playing on the wing and he needs someone to pass him the ball or make a room for him in order to make those runs in the goal and shoot for the target, like the Cole Palmer did. He made the run for him, even though he came in its way, but he made the path for him for Raheem Sterling to go and score a goal on target. So back in City, when Raheem was there was Aguero, a proper number nine, who was there to support him even though he was making the runs. So, or even in the assist, when Raheem Sterling used to come, there was a specific style with how Raheem Sterling operates. He comes around the wing and towards the box and pass it inside anyone, and the person who is going to be received is going to be Jackson. So
Yeah.
he did receive a ball from Palmer Jackson, but he missed it, an open goal. And I think Chelsea is now going to consider what are the options they're going to have for Jackson.
There are two options right now. At the moment, there's no one on the bench that Chelsea can call on. The only player we have on the bench is very, very inexperienced. He hasn't even played in Europe before. He just moved from Brazil. He's very young. I think he's around 17 years old, which is David Washington. Chelsea paid about 20 million for him to move to Stamford Bridge. I think they'll be finding a loan move for him, or maybe he was still going to be with the development team and learn. But the problem is two strikers has been linked heavily with Chelsea, which is Ivan Tony and Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen we're not gonna it's not gonna go cheaper. You're looking at around 130 million to 40 million. But Ivan Tony, what I heard right now from Thomas Frank, which is the coach of Brentford Football Club, he said Ivan Tony, they want 100 million for Ivan Tony. You can also, but the only discount you can get is if you get a player now, you can get a player now, maybe on loan or something, and buy him outright in the summer transfer window. Probably they'll take a couple millions off it. couple quid of the 100 million, but then the price tag is the 100 million. But if you can get him on loan now and then get his full price in the summer, then you can get a discount for the player. So that's what is going on right now with Ivan Tony.
Well, Chelsea did try, can try for the loan. I'm not going to say they can try, but because talking about Washington, I think Chelsea, Pochettino might be thinking like Chelsea's not in. To be very fair, Chelsea's not in that position where they can lose more of the games in Premier League or any other position there
Right.
in the cup as well. So I think Pochettino would might wait to introduce Washington until or unless he's made a secure position in the Premier League in terms of points and everything. And well, playing him could be a gamble, but something worth a shot.
Yeah, David Washington has I mean, he's been on. He's played some game, but you can tell this guy is very inexperienced. You can tell he's very inexperienced. Metalface Doom said, "How much is Ivan Tony? 100 million is a price tag." That is what Thomas Frank said. His 100 million is what they're taking for Ivan Tony. I thought it was 80, but then from what I was reading and what I heard, it's going to be 100 million. Will be the price tag for Ivan Tony. But a team, whoever takes Ivan Tony now in the January transfer window, whether on loan or whatever, they will get a discount if you want to pay for the full price of Ivan Tony in the summer transfer window. So just a little bit, but 100 million. I don't know what you guys think. 27, 28 years old for 100 million. He's Premier League proven. He can give you 27 goals a season. Let's say if you can get 27 goals from Tony. Tony alone give you 27. Okay. You have 27 Tony. And you have maybe you have 10 goals or 15 coming from Sterling. Sterling gives you 15 goals. Then you have maybe Cole Palmer giving you 5 or 10 goals, maybe 5 goals or 10 goals. Palmer gives you 10. You're talking about almost about 50, 52 to 51 goals a season. You get what I'm saying? Tony alone give you 21 goals. You get what I'm saying? So 21 goals to 27 goals, Tony can give you that. So you're talking about almost 57 goals a season. But you can get more goals from them. I didn't even talk about Nkunku himself. Nkunku can get you almost about 20 goals too, or 15 goals a season. You get what I'm saying? So let's see what's the way forward. Gulam is here with me, so I'm very happy he's joining me here. Today I needed a co-host very badly. We should just get Osime. Yeah, I think if you're gonna pay 100 million for a 27 years old, why wouldn't you go for the younger player? It seems we have a bigger what do you call it, a bigger plan and the project, the one that will suit the project very well. I'll say maybe what do you call it, a Victor Osimhen will be the guy that will fit the project, in my opinion. But don't get me wrong, Ivan Toney is Premier League proven and he's good too. So we're gonna look in this. Gulam Mustafa, I'm not so sure if you watched some of the games yesterday, and some of the games. To be honest with you, we can look at the Carabao Cup final draw, which I did talk about that later on. Arsenal feeling the pain after West Ham Carabao Cup lost. What went wrong for Arsenal yesterday? They suffered a very big defeat in the hands of West Ham United. I think the scoreline was it was West Ham United 3, Arsenal 1. It was a consolation when the dying moment of the game is when Arsenal got one back. Gulam, I'm not so sure if you follow Arsenal Football Club, and what do you think is going on with Arteta?
Well, the thing is, Arteta also have the same problem as Pochettino. I'm not gonna lie; they also are struggling with a proper striker. I mean, Gabriel Jesus, yes, he could be a striker, but he hasn't performed. He's been there with the Gunners for about 3 seasons now. It's his
Yeah.
third season, and he hasn't really shown his striking abilities yet. That's why I was reading the news that Arteta is also going after RB Leipzig front striker. I think his name is Benjamin Sesko. So
Yeah.
they were watching at the event Tony as well. But the 100 million bid might set Gunners off. They might be in pursuit of Benjamin Sesko for the forward. Well, Arsenal, like I said, after the Chelsea match, I never seen him in that kind of stage when they drew Chelsea uh, 2-all, I guess, at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, it was 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. After that, I see the players not doing what they're supposed to do. Uh, their formations are not working for them. I think they have entered into the state where their current situation is like they don't know what's going on with them. They're consistently getting again blocked by the smaller teams.
And do you think was it necessary? Was it necessary for Ateta to have two number one best goalkeepers in the Premier League in his football club?
I don't think that you shouldn't have two. You only have one.
One number one.
Yeah, only number one.
He has
The
two players who arguably can be a number one goalkeeper for almost every football club in the Premier League.
Well, when you look at the big clubs like when I look at Manchester City or
Yeah.
maybe other big club, they only have one main keeper. Like for Manchester United, it's Onana, and for City, it's Ederson. Even though Ederson has been recently not playing games, but they are also giving the other guy, I don't know what his name is. He's been playing most of the games, like until unless not some major game. So this gives a chance to test out the keepers. But having two one of the best goalkeepers means you are wasting the other talent by benching him.
And they can
That
even kill the confidence of the player.
Yeah, that talent could be used somewhere else for a better team, or maybe he's the number one choice for the team.
Thank you very much. I do agree with you. I can agree with you more. That's true. Absolutely. What do you have here? Okay, when we'll be looking at another shambolic performance from Manchester United, looked horrible in Carabao
Oh my
Cup
god!
exit versus Newcastle.
Oh my
Looking
god!
at that game, I'm not so sure if you watched it, but I watched
I
that
watched
game.
it. I watched it. Terrible. It for Eric Ten Hag, it was a nightmare. To be very honest, for every day. It's just like he's wake up from a sleep. Oh, he's no. Oh, there's a match. I have to go and see a match, and he just watched just seeing the
Yeah,
other team score against him, and United can't even score a goal. And you can see the frustration on the faces of the player as well. I mean, Bruno Fernandes was playing terrible at the match. And like you said, there were two Chelsea academy players, and one of them was debutant who scored a goal. It was a beautiful goal that he scored on volley. It was
yeah.
really, really beautiful. Manchester United again. How long you can defend if you're not attacking? This they still they can't even do the build-ups, like the basic build-ups. They can't even pursue the ball to the opposition half. All they had to do is from frustration shot from long range, like Mason Mount did, or the other players were trying to do most of the time.
But look, if you look at Manchester United squad, the team itself, this team are not hard. They don't have hard working players in there. Players, you have almost about 4 or 5 players who don't like to track back. One, Anthony Martial doesn't like to track back.
Yeah,
Martial doesn't track back. You have what's his name on the left hand side? The striker on the left hand side. The striker for
uh,
Manchester United.
Rashford.
Rashford doesn't track back. Rashford's another one of them. He doesn't track back. Then Bruno Fernandes, the captain, also doesn't like to track back. So you have 3 players already that I've just mentioned. Yeah. Then you have who else? Who else again? Um, I think about 4 or 5 players who don't like to track back. So it's like you're playing 8 against whatever. Because these players, and I keep asking myself the same question: why are you comfortable running up front, but you don't want to track back and defend? I don't know why with Manchester United players. Do you think Ten Hag have lost the dressing room?
I'm pretty much sure that players are frustrated by him by now. He certainly doesn't have it. I mean, he may be the bigger boss in the picture so
Yeah.
far it seems, But the players, the frustration I see on the player faces, they are not happy with whatever the treatment they are getting so far.
Players are not happy with the kind of treatment they have. And do you think what is going on with what's this guy coming from Borussia Dortmund? I forgot his name again. Oh, what's his name again?
Sancho,
Sancho, Jadon Sancho. The situation. Do you think this could be playing one of the roles why they're performing very badly?
yes, because when Man United were looking for a player for the Manchester United, they did had the options for to sign Erling Haaland. They did have the option to sign Jude Bellingham, but they chose Sancho.
Yeah,
I'm
Jadon
I'm not
Sancho.
sure it's the correct pronunciation, but the thing is, both of them, these players, the Dortmund players, are doing well. Even Jude Bellingham is doing very well in Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham for Manchester United could be one of the greatest signings. He, and he recently won the, I think, Kepa award in the
Yeah,
Ballon d'Or.
yeah.
So,
He won the
so
young best player award.
yeah,
Yeah, and look, Manchester United had a chance. Bellingham, he came to quarantine. Bellingham went to their training ground to look at how things are going, and they did not sign him. They made him go. I'm very happy Bellingham chose the right decision, go to Germany, just like Kevin De Bruyne did. He went to Germany, played well, played a couple
yeah.
seasons for Borussia Dortmund, have a lot of experience, and look how good he's performing in one of those in the Spanish league, which arguably I could call it the Farmers League sometimes. But yeah, Spanish league is a little bit better than the French league. But yeah, good performance from Jude Bellingham. He could go ahead and be England captain very soon. He could getting close to be an English captain in my opinion. But thank you very much, Gulam. We've looked at the game. So we've looked at uh, the Carabao game. So Liverpool 2, yesterday also AFC Bournemouth for 1. Then we've seen the other one, Everton 3, Burnley 0, Ipswich Town 1, Fulham 3, Manchester United 0, Newcastle 0. Chelsea have drawn. Newcastle is going to be a very big game, big tough game. But I'm not going to get into it because we're almost out of time. We've been streaming for over. Uh, I'm sure it's over 30 minutes right now.
Well, well, if Chelsea, I'm gonna say this. If Chelsea are able to win Carabao Cup, I think this is going to give a lot of boost to the squad and to the manager, because that's the only silver prize they can go after right now. That's going to give a huge morale to the people, given that they have been a lot of injuries in the squad. There have been a lot of missing players, a lot of changes, change of the club, and even for the fans as well. They'll be happy to have one piece of
Yeah.
trophy in their cabinet this season.
I agree with you
And
100%.
Chelsea have higher chances to win Carabao Cup, given that the quarterfinals draw has been set up.
Yeah, because the quarterfinals, we don't have Man City's now there. We don't have.
The big teams are out. The big teams of the Premier League are
No,
out.
there's the big teams in there. Newcastle, big team right now. Newcastle
Yeah,
are
but
rocking
but the thing
shoulders.
is, Chelsea can defeat Newcastle, given that if they do everything right.
Yeah. West Ham
Newcastle,
United also in the
Newcastle.
Liverpool are still there.
The problem in Newcastle is, if you see the goals that they scored against Manchester United, they were all defensive errors. They were all defensive errors. They were able to score these goals on volleys because some from the defender, he wasn't able to clear the ball quickly. So United were defending it well, but the thing is, they just got the chance and they took it. So in terms of Chelsea, Chelsea can do better.
Right. So in terms of Chelsea, Chelsea can do better. This is the highest. This is a chance for Chelsea to win the silver medal in the domestic competition. So yes, we didn't talk about that, guys. Thank you very much for being joining me here. Gulam Mustafa, Meta Face Doom. Who else? I want to love you. Phantom of Minute Topic. Thank you guys for showing up here. Much love. Like I always say, Lil Desperandos, hang on to hope. Guys, we'll see you again, same time tomorrow. Have a good evening. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.